EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, it's Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin. That gives him a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
We're scoreless after 1.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Falcons nothing. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Right side run with Patterson. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll go again with Patterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On play action, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Green Bay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second half will start with a run by Patterson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Patterson to the 43, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 43-yard line.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Toss left side, Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Here's a give to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play action now, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he...
Jones. Well done.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Green Bay.
Hey, take 26.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Falcons, nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Mariota. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mariota. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In need of only about the length of the football here on second. Throwing, Mariota. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Here's Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well. Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they give the Jones off tackle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones from 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
Let's go!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's go now.
Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for second down.
Hurry, hurry.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit,
and that's what he did on that play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go back
backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 22, Rodgers eluding them, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Chargers got to have this one. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 35 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 17, Bills 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Ball carrier. Darnell Savage on the tackle. Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
One final try here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. The give is to Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Jones. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bills 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Airing one out for Crowder. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 6. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Rodgers. They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Rodgers going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 50 yards. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
There he goes right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, 79 yards. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have regained the lead.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An inside give to Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Well, they'll try to run it in with Singletary.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones dancing away at the 35.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tunyon,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There he goes left side. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 28. 164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. They run again with Dillon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Running right, Jones. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And the Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
He's brought down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards. They run it with their fullback.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory,
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Allen going to go on 4th down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers now on first down. Rolling to his right. Jones has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete to Lazard. Oh, what a juke into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
5 yards remain on second down. Rodgers now to throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Gable and Davis, 66 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they give the Jones off tackle. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
Allen now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys do it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Running right, here's Dillon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They run once more with Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jack Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Mason Crosby to pick off 4 Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And so we're taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 46 yards. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 81 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded right around the 8. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to